everybody. Welcome to study number 24 in today's edition of Search the Scriptures in the Gospel of Mark, covering chapter number 11, verses 20 through 33. A really short passage today, only 14 verses, only 2 questions over this passage from verses 20 through 25. What does Jesus say here are the essential conditions of effective prayer? What more does prayer involve, apart from just asking for the pleasant things that we desire? And secondly, why did Jesus refuse to answer the question put to him by the Jewish leaders? And what was the point of his question to them? And was he trying to be evasive? What was the root of the trouble? And how is this a warning to us? Let's look at the Gospel of Mark now, chapter number 11, beginning with the 20th verse. In the morning, as they went along, they saw the fig tree withered from the roots. Peter remembered and said to Jesus, "Rabbi, look, the fig tree you cursed is withered." "Have faith in God," Jesus answered. "I tell you the truth. If anyone says to this mountain, 'Go throw yourself into the sea,' does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will happen, it will be done for him. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. When you stand praying, if you hold anything against anyone, forgive him, so that your Father in heaven may forgive you of your sins." They arrived again in Jerusalem, and while Jesus was walking in the temple courts, the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders came to him. "By what authority are you doing these things?" they asked, "and who gave you the authority to do this?" Jesus replied, "Well, I'll ask you one question. You answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I am doing these things. John's baptism, was it from heaven or from men? Tell me." They discussed it among themselves and said, "If we say from heaven, he'll ask, then why didn't you believe him? But if we say from men," well, they feared the people, for everyone held that John really was a prophet. So they answered Jesus, "We don't know." Jesus said, "Neither will I tell you by what authority that I am doing these things." From verses 20 through 25, what does Jesus say here are the essential conditions of effective prayer, and what more does prayer involve apart from just asking for the pleasant things that we desire? Well, forgiveness and faith are really the two key ingredients necessary for effective prayer. We've tended to make prayer into a shopping list of our wants and desires, and we've really forgotten the focus of prayer, and that's that it should be on our relationship with the Lord. From study 24 in Mark's Gospel, chapter 11, verses 20 through 33, why did Jesus refuse to answer the question put to him by the Jewish leaders, and what was the point of his question to them? Was he trying to be evasive? What was the root of the trouble? And how should this be a warning to us? Well, Jesus was going to the heart of the matter by not responding to the Pharisees, and this is always really the best way of dealing with conflict. Usually the problem is not the issue on the surface, but it is something deeper. And if we could just take people's anger and frustrations and try to really put a question back to them to go to the heart of the matter, there's no sense us being drawn into something by other people and by their false motives. Well, I hope that this study in the Gospel of Mark is a blessing to you. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far today and enjoying the presence and the power of God in your life. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. God bless.